is on the day will determine the place. So it's farthest line cleared is the winner. If we have a tie, it breaks on total misses on the day.
Okay, you mentioned on the video that the money ball is 15 pounds compared to 16, and that may or may not be an advantage.
Yeah, so it's gonna 15 pound, at about a pound, you're gonna lose change about 2 feet of distance. So if you're throwing well, you expect to get 2 to 2.5 feet over a 16 pound, but it changes timing, it changes rhythm. None of these guys have really thrown a 15 under the levels of adrenaline that they'll have tonight. So there's a risk to it. I think Tunde was saying he might just wait till it's way out there and swing for the fences on a money ball. But we'll see. There's definitely a strategy component. Do you use the money ball early? Do you use it in round 1, or do you use it in round 2 when you're facing elimination? We'll see. There's been some debate on when to use the money ball.
So there's definitely some gamemanship involved here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Krauser, 3-time Olympic champion.
I didn't get him chased down in time.
Ryan. Oh. You need him now?
I'm just going to throw this on real quick.
All right, Roger Steen, ladies and gentlemen, the defending champion, both of WWF.
It's part 2 of Ryan Krauser's World Shot Put Series. The top finishers are back for another shot at the title. Collegiate athletes will also join in the fray, and for the first time ever, women are going to be taking the circle. There's an exciting twist that could shake up the competition. World Shot Put is next on MC22. It's time for the World Shot Put Series. We're here at the Drake Relays at the Drake Fieldhouse, as tonight the competition will be firing up. Hi again, everyone, with Dan O'Brien. I'm BJ Shaven, and here we go. This is the second time that this event is going to be here. It debuted last year right here at the Drake Relays. What are you looking forward to?
Well, we're going to get a chance to see some of the best shot putters in the world. Roger Steen took home the title last year, and he's already had an amazing season. We'll tell you more about that. But Blake Bolden at the Drake Relays just never disappoints. Always something new. You see a mall vault, you see a Grand Blue Mile, and here we are indoors throwing the shot put, and the Drake Relays still to come.
Well, it's a very exciting event, and tonight there's something new. The money ball is going to be thrown out here, and a challenge flag. How might that impact the competition?
Well, athletes are going to get an opportunity to stay in the competition, and they're going to get an opportunity to throw a ball 1 pound less, which in my opinion means farther distances. So it's going to be a little twist, little bit of fun, all brought to you by the 3-time Olympic champion Ryan Krauser.
Well, let's get introduced to the athletes tonight. Let's turn it over to tonight's public address announcer, Mike J.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce the field to you for this World Shot Put Series for 2026. Thrower number 1, Grandview University Junior from Bondurant Farrar High School, the 2026 Heart of America Conference Indoor Champion and a national qualifier, Carolyn Miller.
Let's get lost tonight.
Throwing second in the order, he's a freshman at Simpson from Waukee High School. He was 5th in the American Rivers Conference Indoors. He's in Simpson's all-time top 6, both indoors and out. David Subongsavan. Throwing third in the order, a University of Iowa junior. She was the runner-up in the Texas Relays April 3rd. She is number 4 at the University of Iowa, both indoors and out. Wisdom Williams. Thrower number 4 in this Challengers division. He was the runner-up at the Jim Duncan Invitational. A Missouri Valley Conference indoor and outdoor medalist from Drake University, Cooper Cerise. Throwing 5th in the order, University of Northern Iowa junior from Jessup, Iowa. 2026 Missouri Valley Conference Indoor Champion. He had a new outdoor PR last week at 59.11, and he is the current Missouri Valley Conference Field Athlete of the Week, Carson Ledow. And thrower number 6, the senior at the Air Force Academy. All-American in the shot put and the hammer throw. He had a big throw in the discus a couple weeks ago. He is now the number 3 collegiate of all time. And the U.S. U23 record holder in the discus, Texas Tanner. And those are your 6 challengers for WSPS 2026. In the elite division, All-American and an indoor and outdoor school record holder at the University of Iowa, Nick Curtis. He was 3rd in the U.S. Indoor Championships and 6th at World Indoors in March. He was the U.S. Outdoor Champion a year ago and 7th at the World Outdoor Championships. Josh Awatunde. Nigeria's indoor and outdoor record holder. 2-time Olympic finalist, he was 6th in Paris. 9-time World Championship qualifier, Chuck Enekwechi. Jamaica's indoor and outdoor record holder, 2024 Olympic bronze medalist, 3-time world champs qualifier, Rajendra Campbell. And our final thrower, the man with the belt. He won the first ever WSPS here a year ago, then on to win the competition in the stadium as well. The U.S. Indoor Champion, 3-time World Indoor Qualifier, World Indoor Silver Medalist and Bronze Medalist, Roger Steen. That's your lineup. World Shot Put Series 2026.
Been introduced here at the field house. It's all part of the Drake Relays. It's the World Shot Put Series. And as we take a look at it,
you see them.
This is a very exciting event. The athletes are here. We're ready to get going. And in fact, Dan, when you look at it, there's a lot of momentum flowing through this building, and it's going to be put on display here.
Well, this event brought so much energy to the Drake Relays last year to really get it started, and it is fun. And what you love about this competition is it is different in the fact that these athletes, they are throwing for distance, but they're not throwing for traditional distances. They throw to stay in the competition. This is a knockout type of a competition. I think that's what separates it, makes it a little bit more fun.
Well, let's go to the third member of our crew tonight, a two-time Olympian, Stam Scarvalis, who's standing by the guy who created it all.
Hey guys, excited to be here. Now Ryan, if you had to just give us a quick shot of who you think is going to come away with the belt, who would you say?
Probably bet on Roger. So he won it last year. He's looking good. He's thrown well. He's got a medal indoors already this season. So I'd say he's the heavy favorite. Rajendra looked pretty good. Tunde looked pretty good in warm-up. So a little different format here. The first throws the crowd is seeing are live throws. Usually they've watched 30 minutes of warm-ups, so it's a bit exciting for the fans and the spectators because they're not seeing live. They didn't watch practice. They didn't watch warm-ups. The first looks they're getting are live throws.
Sweet. Alrighty, we can't ignore as well the generational run it seems that Texas Tanner is having, and maybe he could be a very strong challenger in this division.
Yeah, so he's in the challenger division, he's definitely the heavy favorite in that division. They are competing head-to-head. So all the NCAA athletes have a basic card. They don't get the challenge flag. They don't get the money ball. But we'll see what he can do. He is throwing unbelievably well in a lot of events right now. So Texas Tanner is a bit of an underdog. We'll see what he can do.
Awesome. Thank you. We'll be back to check in.
All right, thank you very much, Stam, as we get the field set, as we get the opening throws underway. As the king of the ring style, we'll get it started with the challenge series. First up is going to be a local favorite in Carolyn Miller, of course a native of Bondurant, now competing at Grandview University, as we'll have our first throw of the competition here, trying to hit 40 feet. And how about that for an opener?
Well, and this is the goal, and this is what we're going to see throughout the day. That line is just going to get extended, and athletes will clear that. They'll get a clearance, and you know, for these athletes to get in here, it's like a live practice. I think that's the easiest way to describe it, especially with these early throws in the competition. Live practice, and you know, as the line gets pushed out a little bit farther, I think that's when the sweats come off. Everybody gets a little bit more intense.
Now representing Simpson College is going to be David Sabansavath, of course a native of Waukee. And here he goes with his first throw at 40. Easily done. Nice job, David.
Well, and what Ryan Krauser was trying to create here was the instant recognition. Good throw, bad throw, make or miss, and that's what you get in a lot of the other field events. You'll see that in the high jump and the pole vault. It's either a miss or a make, and so often in the shot put, people have to wait for the measurement, and they kind of wonder, is that a good throw? And here it is just instant feedback.
Wisdom Williams, University of Iowa, ready to, with her first toss of the night. The 40 feet line, not much of a challenge here to get things going.
No, everybody in the competition is big time personal best, well over this. Wisdom Williams, though, she took third place in the collegiate division at the Texas Relays just a couple of weeks ago. But look how she sails that 40-foot line. Things are going to get interesting for her when that line goes out to 50 and then 55 feet.
Well, let's take a break right now, and when we come back, more here at the Drake Relays.
Thing, but the beginning of everything. At MediaCom, we've been here, every single step, stride, and slide along the way. And for as much as the internet has changed, we've changed. The speed and size of our network, the performance of our technology, the scale and power of our security. Investing in the growth of our communities, and keeping you ready for what's next. See you there.
When Omega Garage Doors first started out, our mission was to create lasting relationships with our customers through trust. It's a trust built through honesty. It's our service technicians fixing what's wrong instead of selling you on something you don't need. It's our guarantee that you won't be oversold. Trust isn't just a word for Omega Garage Doors, it's the only way to do business. So if you're having problems with your garage door or opener, give us a call. We're eager to earn your trust.
It's the World Shot Put Series here at the Drake Relays. It's the second annual event as we get ready for the next distance up as we go to the top of the order. And Carolyn Miller with her first toss here, trying to hit 50 feet. As she sends it, going to come up a little bit short. It's so tough to bat leadoff, isn't it, sometimes?
Well, it is, and you got to just get in there. You got to get your body moving. And, you know, one thing Ryan said in the beginning is that, you know, that the fans didn't get to see the warm-ups. The athletes were out in the outdoor track area, and they came warmed up. Everybody came in just sweating. That's how much they warmed up.
Now here's David Sabansabov, ready for his first attempt at 50. David with a grunt and just a little shy. Now Wisdom Williams will give it a toss.
Well, Wisdom Williams been over 50 feet a number of times already this season. I expect her to pop one out here.
And did it make it? Yes, it did. We got the thumbs up from the chief referee, Adam Phillips, here, as Wisdom Williams will be moving on. Let's take a look again.
Well, and the rotational shot put is all about balance and generating speed. And certainly the release is important there as well.
Now, how about this? Cooper Cerise competes for Drake. Purcell, Illinois native, his first throw. A lollipop, and yes!
You know, I don't know if I've ever heard a shot put throw called a lollipop, but Cerise right now ranked number 3 in the Missouri Valley Conference. And conference championships are just a few weeks away. So good tune-up for some of these young men.
He had some air underneath that. Now to Northern Iowa's own Carson Leno. And easily done. Love the atmosphere here with the World Shot Put Series. It's got kind of a King of the Ring feel to it. And how about the southpaw putting it down?
Well, in the field events always look a little bit funny to me when they're coming from the left hand. But Leno, he'll be a favorite, representing University of Northern Iowa, but also from Jessup, Iowa. But this is a young man a lot of people in the collegiate ranks are talking about right now, Texas Tanner from Air Force.
And Texas able to get that one through.
Outstanding hammer thrower as well. Excellent discus thrower entering his senior year. Ranked number 3 right now in the country in the shot put. Also one of the top ranked hammer throwers in the world.
Now Carolyn Miller will get her next attempt here at 50 feet. And she told us before this event got started, this is really going to push my limits, but that's what competing at the Drake Relays is all about.
Well, and what's interesting is you grow as an athlete when you get put into these situations. You leave this competition thinking, okay, next year I want to go a little bit farther. I can remember some distinct competitions where I was jumping in the high jump and the pole vault at my personal best on the first attempts.
Crowd behind her, just short. And you get 2 attempts And Carolyn smiling as she walks off as she's been eliminated. We're in the challenge division. There's two divisions here with the World Shot Put Series. You have the challenge division, then you have the elites that'll be coming up here momentarily. As next up is going to be David Savansabath, his second attempt at 50 feet.
Well, David has thrown 15 meters 21, and that is right at 50 feet for a lifetime best. We'll see if this crowd can get him over that line.
He sends it, and just short.
But to see a high school kid in this competition, both he and Carolyn, it's just fun to see, and I love the way that Ryan Krauser's opening these divisions up, letting some of these young athletes in here get a taste of this.
And just short. Wisdom Williams advanced. She got it past the 50 feet line as they're going to make a new line out there now. She's joined by Cooper Cerise. Nick Curtis on the elite division will be throwing here momentarily. He'll be first up for the elites. And Texas Tanner able to make it past there. So we'll take a timeout. When we come back, the next line up. We'll have that for you when we return.
At Mediacom, we believe that whether you live here or right here or way out in the middle of anywhere, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That's why we were one of the first to bring gig speeds to every customer we serve. Why we're blazing new paths to bring fast internet even further. And why we're leading the way in developing one of the nation's first 10G platforms. It doesn't matter where you are. With Mediacom, you're always moving forward.
You're watching the World Shot Put Series as we're at the Drake Relays with Dan O'Brien, Stom Scarvelis. I'm BJ Shaban here as you start to see the elite starting to hit the chalk a little bit as they're looking at those opportunities coming ahead. We're right now in the challenge division, and we move up to that next mark, which is 60 feet. And this is where, the rubber really hits the road.
Well, we saw 40 feet, 50. This is a big jump to 60 feet now. Wisdom Williams is going to be our first thrower, but now we're getting into extremely good NCAA qualifying on the men's side. And Wisdom Williams still in this competition, so this will be interesting.
As Wisdom's about ready to go with her first attempt. She had a lot of speed on that spin through that first couple of times. How do you like her approach?
Well, she got a PR of almost 55 feet. This would be a big throw if she were to get 60, but just a good opportunity for her to compete in front of a big crowd like this. And really, she's out there just testing herself. And like I said, conference championships for these collegiate athletes are just a few weeks away, and the Big Ten championships will be held in Lincoln, Nebraska this season.
We're just hitting the outdoor season right now. Of course, the indoor was pretty impactful both for a lot of these collegians. As here's Cooper Cerise, ready to let it fly at 60. Boy, that has some speed, but it's going to be wide left.
Well, and one thing to consider here is these athletes have the option when you're throwing past, when you throw at the 60-foot line, you get an opportunity to throw the steel ball or the indoor plastic coated. And you saw Cooper there throw the indoor plastic. That is a tough shot put to hold on to, but he must prefer it, so he threw it down out of the sector down the left side. But that would, if Cooper could get over this, our last thrower, that would be an all-time personal best.
Here's Carson Lenow. Lenow, number one in the shot at the Mustin Distance Carnival, and this time just short here. Went at it straight on. And
I was going to say Carson has an all-time personal best of 61 feet, but he is just about a foot short of that 60-foot line. This is some really solid throwing for this challenger group right now.
So here's Texas Tanner, able to get it past 50 on his first throw, and just off of facial expressions, not sure he felt that was his best. Here's his first throw at 60, and that is just short.
Well, and he turned to his coach, Kyle Lilly, right away, and he said he slipped coming out of the back, and this ring as well. This is a wood fabricated ring is specifically for this competition, and outdoors these athletes have been throwing on concrete. It's a little bit grippier outdoors.
All right, we have our first elite athlete throwing here, and Nick Curtis, number 58 in the world, is the former Iowa Hawkeye. Here's his first toss. Lets it fly. Did it make it? Yes. Thumbs up everywhere. That's good.
Well, Nick Curtis showing you how to get it done over the 60-foot line. 7-time All-American at Division II while at Tiffin University.
So now we move on to Josh Awatunde. See his numbers so far this year. And that, yes. Awatunde is going to be moving on.
So Awatunde, Josh, one of those athletes who always is fighting for a spot to represent the U.S. at World Championships and Olympic teams. But the shot put is just a gauntlet for these athletes at the Olympic trials and the World Championship trials, with Ryan Krauser, of course, leading the way, and Joe Kovacs. So sometimes there's only one opportunity or one team spot left after two of the best throwers in the world take those two out of 3 spots.
That's Chuck Ekenet. Help me out here. Weechi.
Enekwechi.
Enekwechi.
Enekwechi, yeah.
Enekwechi, yes.
We'll call him Chuck. Yeah.
He got it on his first attempt.
Well, he represents Nigeria, 2-time Olympian, but born here in the United States, in New York City.
Now here's Raj Campbell, number 5 right now in shot put, and another left-hander. Oh, what a throw. And that's deep and good for more than 60.
You know what? They're going to call him a foul. He got a foot foul. He stepped on the top of the toe board there. But Rajendra, an Olympic bronze medalist, the first bronze medal, first medal of any color in the shot put. There he sailed the 60-foot line, but then that left toe comes over on top of the toe board, and he thought maybe the official didn't see it, but they called him on that, so they're calling a foul. But we are in the championship division now.
Yep.
So if Rajendra has trouble now in the next round, he'll be able to take a red flag and a challenge throw.
Maybe he's trying to show that he was styling just by posing right there at the top. Well, here's Roger Steen. He won last year in the tiebreaker. And the opening throw, good and good. So the defense of the championship is well underway.
Well, Roger Steen at a Luck High School in Luck, Wisconsin, and he attended college at Wisconsin Eau Claire, now competing for the Velocity Track Club, but he's won U.S. titles. He was a 2026 indoor champion this year for the U.S., and he got a bronze medal at the World Indoor Championships.
Well, Stan Scarvella standing by, and you know what? How do you feel this competition is starting to come together? We're getting past 60 right now. We've got a second attempt for a few coming up. How do you think they're doing?
Well, I think it's pretty interesting right now. We looked at some of the pros, has kind of shaky but clear throws at 60. They all throw well over 60, but they had a bunch of rest time. So it's interesting for them to kind of shake it off. They've been sitting for maybe 15, 20 minutes, and they kind of had some that were just over the 60-foot line. So we'll see near how they can kind of open it up and get the competition going. And we got to make sure that Rajendra, one of the top guys, gets a mark here.
All right, we'll see what shakes out here. Wisdom Williams will get her second attempt here coming up as she's part of the challenge division, the collegiate athletes. It's a big throw here coming up. Of course, season's best throw was at the Big Ten Indoor Championships. Now trying to clear 60 feet. Here it comes. And just shy, so Wisdom will have to retire for the night.
But an opportunity to compete with this group in front of this crowd. And it's funny, half the crowd, I'm not sure whether they rooting for or against her wearing that Hawkeye uniform.
Well, you know they're cheering for this guy, Cooper Cerise, ready with his second toss here at 60 feet. And here we go. Just shy of the mat. And so Cooper Cerise is done for the night.
Well, Cooper having a great season, already has earned a couple Missouri Valley Conference Field Event Athlete of the Weeks this season. And as he gets into the outdoor championship part of the season, it's going to be fun to watch him over the next month to see if he can get a qualification to the national championships.
So here's Carson Lino. And that's just short. So Lino gets retired the hard way from our official here tonight, the chief referee, Adam Phillips.
Well, and Adam, a thrower here at Drake, was, I think, not too unhappy to push both those gentlemen, you know, not his teammate Cooper, but certainly Carson out of this competition. All right, Texas Tanner up for his final throw at this distance.
Lets it fly. Good there. Is it good there? Yes! Texas Tanner is moving on.
Well, Texas Tanner out of Sheridan, Wyoming. Back in 2022, he was named the Wyoming Gatorade Boys Track and Field Player of the Year, the first athlete from Sheridan High School to receive that honor. And so it's been fun watching this young man through his collegiate years now. As senior in his final year, he'll turn pro at the end of the year and compete for the world-class Air Force program. And here comes Raj.
So Campbell with his second attempt here at 60 feet. He's the Jamaican national record holder in the shot. And yes, made it look easy. Was that first one just kind of a warm-up throw?
Well, it's interesting. Stam said that they've had a little bit of rest, but they warmed up before the competition, and then they came in with the challengers, and they didn't throw for about a half an hour. And that half hour can cool these athletes down. And she said they were just barely clearing the 60 line. And Raj makes it look easy. He's just deceptive from that left side. Hits all his positions very well.
Texas Tanner is left in the challenge division, but we have the elite division. And let's get more of an explanation here now from the guy who created it all, Mr. Krauser.
The elite division has a full competitive scorecard, meaning that they have a challenge flag to throw and this year a money ball. So the challenge flag is a challenge on an elimination. So if an athlete has 2 consecutive misses, they are eliminated. If they have a challenge flag remaining on their scorecard, they can throw the challenge flag, challenge that elimination to take 1 attempt. That attempt is taken right away. They don't get a rest. They got to get in the ring and prove that they do not deserve to be eliminated. So you see that red flag get thrown. The athletes have under 2 minutes to take that challenge attempt. A challenge attempt does come at a cost. A miss on a challenge counts as 2 misses. And placing is determined by farthest line cleared and total sum of misses. So if an athlete misses on a challenge flag, that's 2 additional misses. It can cost them their placing. The next up is the money ball. Excited about that format. So the elites will all have 1 money ball attempt. It's a 15-pound shot. It's the gold shot at the back of the ring. They're going to go out there. They want to take an attempt with the money ball they can on any throw except for a challenge flag. So you can't use a challenge flag and grab the money ball. Besides that, money ball is fair game on every attempt, but you only get 1 attempt with the money ball the whole competition.
All right, the new line is at 63 feet. We just got the explanation of what the elites can and can't do. Texas Tanner is in the challenge division, competing for the University of Air Force in town this weekend. Dan, you mentioned the terrific season he's having so far. And his first attempt here at 63 feet.
Well, Texas Tanner, the number 16 collegiate shot putter in the country right now, he has gone over 63 feet. 63.1 1/4 is his season best at this particular time, so he has the capabilities to get there.
Now we go to the elites. Nick Curtis up first, able to clear 60 feet on just a throw. The push, and that's close. He's good in the circle. And they're going to measure this to see if he got there. Here come the yard markers. Nick Curtis is asking for the crowd for some assistance here.
Well, they oblige.
Ryan Krauser's going to drag that one out. You see where the ball's at. That's where they marked it. Did it have enough to clear the line at 63? I think it's too short. No good! Oh, how rude.
Well, and I'm not sure what Nick Curtis thought the crowd was really going to help him with there. The yard marker and the down marker is yay or nay, but here you see the throw by Nick Curtis, and just to the naked eye, he gets to that white line.
Ooh. Now, do you think Ryan Krauser's going to allow such a great event to be disrupted by replay? Is that something? Maybe that's a challenge flag in the future. We'll see. Okay. And it looks like we're going to see our first. We're going to go to the next one.
What I think we saw there is I think Josh Owatunde just passed on this distance.
Yeah, he passed. And it's all about how many makes minus the misses, correct? At each marker. So Josh Owatunde is going to pass on 63. And here's Chuck. Look good in the circle. And good from downtown.
And Akwechi gets it done there on the first attempt. And you know, what's interesting too, especially this time of the year, these are going to be long track seasons for these shot putters as professionals in the outdoor season, and they've got a number. And the number is, you know, a lot of these guys just don't want to take more than 7, 8, or 9 throws. And last year, Roger Steen and Trip Pippery, they took more than a dozen throws apiece. It was a beautiful competition, but you don't want to have to take that many here.
What strategy put out there by Josh Owatunde after this throw will get some insight to it. Here's Rajitha Campbell, his first toss at 63. Look good in the circle and good all the way around. All right, let's get that strategy now as Tom Scarvellis is standing by.
All right, we saw you just pass your throw. What's the strategy behind that?
63 is a little too low. I got to go high or don't go at all. I'm coming back in at 65, and the show's going to go on from there. Let's go.
All right, bold move.
I like it. I like it.
See if it pays off.
I thought a real WWE wrestling move there, you know, the confidence, but it's Chuck and Akwechi, whose brothers is a wrestler in the Nitro series.
Ah. So Roger Steen also electing to move on and pass. So Texas Tanner will get his next attempt here coming up. And that is deep, good in the circle, and not good, not deep enough. So Texas Tanner will bow out on trying to go for 63 feet.
Well, and look at this attempt, you know, at 63, a personal best. He is just less than a foot away from that line. But a good competition for him. But, you know, I'll tell you, this is an opportunity for him to get in front of the folks here at the Drake Relays and to get in a setting like this, experience this crowd and experience competing with some of the best throwers in the world.
Nick Curtis, his second attempt here at 63 feet. This one's going deep. Did he get it? He's no good in the circle. He stepped out, and it looks like Nick's gonna run over, grab the challenge flag. Yes, oh yeah. He had the length, did he not?
He did have the length. He flew out of the front, could not stay in the ring. And so now here's how the challenge flag works. Nick has to follow himself in the order. He does not get a rest and let some other guys throw, but he gets a couple of minutes now to compose himself and get back in there and see if he can make the distance.
So Nick saying, give me some energy from the crowd, and they're doing that right now. So off of the challenge. Here it is for Nick Curtis. Good in the circle, but not deep enough, and Nick Curtis will bow out here at 63 feet.
Well, Curtis transferred from Tiffin University to the University of Iowa and spent his last couple of seasons there. But a lifetime personal best right now is 65 feet 9 inches. So this would have been really close to an all-time personal best for Nick as he exits the competition. But we got a chance to see how that challenge flag worked as they pull up that 63-foot line. And the competition moves quick here, fast and furious.
We're going to 65 when we return as you're watching the World Shot Put Series here at the Drake Relays.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
We are inside of the field house here at Drake University in downtown Des Moines as you're watching the World Shot Put Series with Dan O'Brien, Stom Skarvalis on BJ Shaban. As up next, 65 feet, and this is where we get a little serious, right?
Well, and look who's up first. It's the man who passed, Joshua Tunde, representing Shore Athletic Club, former University of South Carolina Gamecock.
Well, he's got to wait because Stam Skarvalis is standing by Texas Tanner. Sam?
All right, we're here with Texas, and we just want to ask how it was to be in this atmosphere. It's a new experience. You're killing it in the collegiate realm, but how is it to compete amongst the elite?
Oh, it was amazing. Just coming out here and hanging out with some of the guys. It's just awesome. Coming out and competing with the best in the world. It's just a good time. I mean, everybody's so nice. I love it.
Awesome, and we're going to be seeing you the rest of the weekend as well.
Yeah, I'll be around, so long weekend ahead of me. But
all right, thanks, Texas.
Thank you.
Texas, who's from Sheridan, Wyoming. Shout out to the Cowboy Lounge in downtown Sheridan. Here we go to 65 feet. And Josh Owatunde.
Did he just call a shot?
He did. The babe. The babe is here. Zoned in. The release. Oh, good in the circle, but not good for depth. So it's a miss for Watunde as he skipped past 63.
And I think he just lacked a little bit of a pop out of the back of the ring. All about building momentum and speed, and then getting into great power position base. And where does the power come from in the shot put? It comes from the ground. And so those athletes have to be really grounded at the end of these throws.
All right, Chuck ready to go again. His first attempt at 65. That one was deep and good. Look at Chuck.
I love it. Chuck over there climbing the ladder. He's saying one ring at a time. And just beautiful poise here. Great composure. Boom! Look at the speed in the delivery of his upper body right there. Lower body leads and then bam!
Love it. So here's Regenda Campbell, his first attempt at 65. Two-time national champion. He's been covering ground with ease up until this point. Here's the throw. Wow. Whoa. What a hoss.
Campbell is just so smooth that it looks effortless, and look at the way the shot put just flies out of his left shoulder. And that is a big throw. That's a 70-footer. Oh my goodness.
And look at the smile afterwards. Well done. Now Roger Steen, who also elected to skip at 63, moving on to 65 feet. Trying to defend his championship from a season ago. In the zone, and here we go. Close to the line, good in the circle, but we're going to see a measurement here. What do you think?
No, you know what happened there? It was close, and Roger Steen took a intentional foul.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And he said, don't mark it. Don't waste your time. I got a better one. I'm going to take an intentional foul and come back and hit it on my second.
He still has the challenge flag, too, as well. Hey, we haven't seen the money ball yet.
The lines are not like close.
I just don't know if we're going to see it this early in the competition. Okay. I thought maybe
close, but they're not like
for a second attempt for Awatunde, but he still has the challenge flag. And yeah, I imagine, you know, we wouldn't see that money ball till we get to 69, 70 feet.
So Awatunde ready to go with his second attempt here at 65. First attempt came up short. Here we go. Oh, with ease. Bringing it at 65. A no-doubter for Josh.
Great balance at the end of this throw, but beautiful acceleration with the upper body there to finish. How about lines? I'm telling you, it's such an event of angles and arithmetic. These guys just have a great feel, and you can never be too strong for the shot put either. Spend a ton of time in the weight room, ton of time in the circle.
Roger Steen, second attempt. Good in the circle. And again, right towards the line. This time we will see a measurement. Gives us an opportunity as Steen throws here. What do you think?
Well, he is on the back side of that white line, and the official put that ball on the back side of that line.
It's good.
And it's good.
And it is good.
Love the measurement, bringing all aspects to it. You know, we talked about that gold ball, which is the money ball. How one might use it, what would you use or advise to do?
I'm going to save the money ball for my second throw. All right, and what's interesting is it's 1 pound less. So it's instead of 16 pounds, it's 15 pounds. And that 1 pound, believe it or not, you can throw 3 feet farther just being 1 pound less. And these guys use a 14 pound, a 15 pound ball in practice when they don't want to put all that pressure on their hands and they just want to work on technique and quickness. There you get a chance to see the money ball. I love throwing the lighter ball because you can throw it a little bit farther, but it changes your timing. It changes the load that you put on your hand. And so, you know, when you move right to the money ball, you know, you got to be ready for it. Things got to change. They don't get a warm-up throw with the money ball.
We move from 65 to 67. Let's go to Stan, who's standing by with our champ from a year ago in Roger Steen.
All right, Roger, on that last round, were you nervous at all seeing the chains come out?
Not really. I probably should have let the first one get marked. That's probably what I should have done. I thought it was just too short. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But it felt a lot better on the second one. Like, the pieces are there. Just got to get the energy turned up here, and then it'll be fun the next couple. I'm excited.
All right. Roger Steen with his thoughts on that.
Well, Ed Rogers having a great season, bronze medalist of the World Indoor Championships in Turin, Poland, and a U.S. indoor title. And, you know, Roger, again, just like Josh Awatunde, one of those guys who's been out of the top 3 in the United States and just has to fight so hard to make those teams because Ryan Krauser and Joe Kovacs they both just had a stranglehold on those top couple of positions. Peyton Otterdahl, an athlete that we saw compete here last year, he's another one of those guys. So, I mean, it's tough because you got 4 or 5 guys who are world-class shot putters really fighting for sometimes one spot to make a world championship team or an Olympic team. With Ryan Krauser getting a little bit older, I think some of these guys are not going to be sad to see him retire.
Just to recap, in the challenge division with the collegiate athletes, Texas Tanner, your winner there. In the elite division, just one eliminated so far, and that would be Nick Curtis. And that line getting stretched out to 67 feet now. And Josh Awatunde ready with his first attempt again at 67. He made 60, skipped 63, made 65, 67. Good in the circle, but not deep enough.
Ooh.
So just short. And look at this, Awatunde is giving the chief referee, Adam Phillips, some music.
Well, you know, you get an animated official out there, and it's like, wait a minute, you know, you're not here to make me feel bad. You're just here to call fair or foul. So, but it's fun to see a current member of the Drake track team out there in the stripes on the other side of things.
All right, here's another fan favorite. Chuck ready to go, the Nigerian native. It was a top 8 finish in the Olympics and World Games in his career, and ready to go with the first attempt here at 67 feet. Right near the line, good in the circle, but I think they're gonna ask for a measurement. And why wouldn't we do just a 6-7 on 6-7 feet? You ready? I saw the hand signal somewhat. Let's see what this change will say. What do you think this is going to be?
Well, if it's on the back side of that white line, oh, generous spot here on the ball.
Close.
Inside of the white line, not going to get there. Outside of the white line, going to get there. Oh, generous spot.
And they say yes. And that is Ryan Krauser on the chain. So Chuck is going to be moving on. How about that? 4 throws, all qualifying throws to move on.
Well, another former Big Ten conference thrower, Chuck.
That was like an eighth of an inch. Bro, that was like an eighth of an inch. That was as close as you can be.
So up next, Brzezinski Campbell at 67 feet. This is his first attempt. The World Shot Put Series. Look good from the beginning. Is it going to be long enough? Another measurement.
Well, his last throw was a monster, probably 70 feet, so I thought he was going to pop over real easy on this one. But they gave him the spot on the outside of that white line. I imagine this is going to be good to go as well. And Ryan Krauser doing the measuring. Ryan Krauser's father was actually doing the measuring last year, and it's a successful throw for Rajendra.
He's had 3 throws tonight, all successful. As you see Campbell able to just get to the line. And that's all you got to do to advance. Here's Roger Steen, who made it interesting at 65. Now ready at 67 feet. Number 7 in the world right now, Roger Steen. His first attempt lets it fly, and it's deep, and it is going to be good. No second time around, no drama for Roger Steen. He'll be moving on to the next distance.
Well, one of the most unique techniques in all of the world of shot putting. He really lines up overturned out of the back, and then he heads down that left side. And when he was heading down that left side, I thought, uh-oh, he's not going to be able to line this up. But he found a great connection right there at the end and blasted that 67-foot line.
So here we go, second attempt for Josh Owatunde. He's in the circle and ready to go. Let's send it. It'll be close. Yes!
Well, Owatunde, a flair for the dramatic. Last year, he won the U.S. title on a 6th and final throw of the competition. Over 22 meters to win that title.
Well, when we come back, we're moving on to 69.
If you love your phone, like can't eat, can't sleep, can't live without it kind of love, but you don't love your big cell bill, get Mediacom Mobile. Keep the phone you love, but love it even more with a lower bill.
Welcome to the Cigar Social, the Quad City's premier cigar lounge. We offer a wide selection of high-quality premium cigars in all the top brands. Our living room-like atmosphere is a comfortable place for you and your friends to come enjoy your favorite cigar. And not to mention our knowledgeable staff can point you in the right direction to get the cigar that's right for you. So come visit us here at the Cigar Social USA. Come for the cigars, stay for the experience. Enjoy.
Mediacom Mobile. You'll love the service and the savings. Unbeatable nationwide coverage. Unlimited data. Unbelievably affordable. Switch and save 30% or more over the top 3 mobile providers. Get unlimited mobile for just $40 per line per month. Bam. No hidden fees, no contracts. Switching is cake. Keep your phone, keep your number, everything you love, except the big bill. Mediacom Mobile. Call or shop online.
5 athletes remain as you're watching the World Shot Put Series here at the Drake Relays. We're inside of the Drake Fieldhouse. It's hot and steamy in Iowa, and all that humidity has been brought inside. But I tell you what, the athletes are really bringing it here tonight. We move on to the next distance, which is 69 feet. One athlete has been eliminated out of the elite division, and now Josh Owatunde ready to go at 69. What a throw, but it's going to be short. No good on the attempt for Owatunde.
Couple of feet short, and it looks like all the athletes are having a little bit of trouble finding the power out of the back of the ring, getting a little bit of a grip to push off and get their rotation get the rotation of the lower body started, but somebody who has not been having any trouble is Enekwechi. Let's see how he approaches 69 feet.
Enekwechi, his 5th throw of the night. And for the first time tonight, Chuck does not get a qualifying throw on his first toss. And you have to think, you know, the minimum amount of throws, right, is going to help you in a competition like this?
Well, absolutely. And what happens in a regular shot put competition, they take 3 throws and then they go to the finals and they get 3 more. So rarely ever would they ever take more than 6 throws total in a competition. But this is different. A little bit of stamina involved here.
So here's Rajinder Campbell. He too has been successful on his opening throw. Out of each distance, he did skip at 63, and the southpaw goes deep, but not deep enough. Warning track power on that throw.
Well, he won the bronze medal with a 22-meter-15 throw, and that comes out to 72 feet 8. So, you know, Rajendra, he's got it within him to throw this far, but this is early season. You know, these guys at this time of the year, they're in heavy weightlifting load, and we're going to see these gentlemen throw clear through the end of the summer, and so this is early season throwing. It's some early season rust we're seeing on some of these guys.
There's Roger Steen, his first attempt at 69 feet. The 33-year-old in the circle and ready to go. Let's rumble. Deep, and it is good. What power.
Well, good stuff by Roger Steen here. That throw goes more down the middle. Look how direct that power is. That's over 71 feet right there. He just needs to stay consistent and look at the energy. And that's the thing about these track athletes. They need this energy from this crowd, and when the crowd gives them the energy, they get amped up. 2 events, I think, that need more intensity in the sport of track and field are the shot put and the long jump. And we've just got the money ball picked up by Josh Owatunde.
So here we go, Owatunde with the money ball. This is going to be his 7th throw of the night. So he grabs the lighter ball. Can he make it fly? Money ball time. And it's short. No good. And Owatunde is going to have to say night-night. And he's going to go after the official. He's got Adam Phillips with the 2-point takedown. Right on the mat.
Well, these shot putters are athletic. They can move.
What a performance tonight for Owatunde.
Well, I'm just glad he took him down on the soft stuff.
Yeah. So Chuck ready for his 2nd attempt here at 69 feet. Here he goes. And that's going to be short.
And we may see the money ball for Enekwechi on his next attempt. Oh, that's
He's
right.
He's going to see a challenge.
That was his 2nd attempt miss.
Oh, no. Now that we got conflict here. This is some behind-the-scenes stuff that you might have seen at WrestleMania last weekend. But now, okay, challenge flag. It's coming out. No money ball, but the challenge flag is there.
Yeah, that's right. You have to use the challenge. You have to use the money ball on one of your 2 attempts. But you got to use your regular 16-pound ball on a challenge. I'll tell you, I'm a little disappointed. There's some pretty weak red flags going out there.
Yeah.
We got to work on these challenge flags, getting them into the field of play.
And Akwechi ready to go at 69 feet. His next attempt after the challenge, launching it and just coming up short. So that will be it for Chuck, as he'll have to exit stage left. And good to see Adam Phillips, our chief referee, still upright.
Well, he and Joshua Tunde, they've been barking at each other all evening here, but Chuck, no, he doesn't have any issues with referee Adam out there. But Chuck is 70 feet is well within his capabilities, but just a little early in the season. Remember, like I said, these guys have long seasons ahead of them, just getting started. We'll also see Chuck this Saturday inside the blue oval.
Here's Rajinda Campbell trying to match and move on with Roger Steen to 70 feet. Rajinda with his second toss. Crowd right behind him. Let it spin. It's deep. It's towards the line. He's good in the circle. They're going to mark it and measure it. Boy, look at that white dot. Oh, a great measurement. A great spot.
Well, Rajinda sending this one down the left field line. And you want that power down the middle, but he gets it to go, and that is a successful throw.
He's moving on up.
Well, and I thought maybe it was time for the money ball by Rajindra.
72.
And I like the fact that he's saving it
72
for the 70-foot throw, perhaps.
Are they going to skip 70 and go to 72?
Give me a little slack. There we go.
That's what we're going to need to determine here as you're watching the World Shot Put Series
72?
here at the Drake Relays.
71.
71.
71. All right,
and
71.
when we get things set, we'll come back and we'll have the conclusion here. We move on. 2 competitors left here in the World Shot Put Series.
Mediacom Mobile. You'll love the service and the savings. Unbeatable nationwide coverage. Unlimited data. Unbelievably affordable. Switch and save 30% or more over the top 3 mobile providers. Get unlimited mobile for just $40 per line per month. Bam. No hidden fees, no contracts. Switching is cake. Keep your phone, keep your number, everything you love, except the big bill. Mediacom Mobile. Call or shop online.
Oh, what an evening here as you're watching the World Shot Put Series here from the Drake Relays. And let's go to Stam Scarvellis, who's standing by.
Oh, it's fun.
All right, Tunde, we saw you take down a ref as you were kicked out. Can you tell us a little bit about what was going on there?
This ref's been having shady calls all day. My buddy Coop over here, he gave him the worst call I've ever seen in my life. He gave me some odd calls as well. I just couldn't take it anymore, and I had to retaliate, you know, and protect this World Shot Put Series, because that guy, he just ruined my day. Ruined my day.
Well, good throwing out here, and we'll be seeing you Saturday as well, right?
Yep. Appreciate you. Thanks for having me. Great time. Thank you, Drake.
That's awesome. What an event. Dan, do you need extra protection here while you're in Des Moines this weekend? I think Josh might have some services available.
Well, it's going to be fun to see these guys go at it again inside the blue oval. But there's Roger Steen. Then there were 2. And we got some activity during the break as well. Katie Moon, who's won some titles here on the blue oval in the women's pole vault, she said hi to the crowd. Crowd going crazy. But they've passed 70 feet and they've gone to 71 feet now. Both athletes agreed to move that tape out there to 71 feet.
Well, here we are on a Wednesday. You've got Thursday activities happening, Friday, and of course, championship Saturday. Dan, you've had an opportunity to be part of the Drake Relays here. What makes this event so special?
Well, you know what I recognize most about the Drake Relays is it's an Iowa event. and you see some of the best high school, small colleges, big colleges, and then they invite the rest of the country in. This is almost like an Iowa State championship that the rest of us just got to come and be a part of, but world-class fields, and they just take great care of you at every hotel in town, every restaurant in town while you're here.
Here's Rajinda Campbell ready to give it a toss at 71 feet. Let's put some fire into this one, shall we? Rajinda. Good in the circle, but not deep enough on the throw. So it's his first miss at 71.
Well, Raj really went for this one. Good speed, good rotation. You know, maybe just missed his finish off of his fingers just a little bit there. At 71 feet, that's a big throw this time of the year for either one of these athletes.
Well, Roger Steen ready to go. Now, he only missed once so far, and that was at 65 feet. Made 60, skipped on 63, was good at 67, 69, and now ready to go 71. Last year, winning the event at 73 feet. Is he a little fresher, do you think, than Rajinda at this moment?
Maybe only by a throw or two. You know, ultimately, you just want to throw farther than the next guy, but if they both end up not able to hit this mark, Roger would win on fewer misses.
His first attempt at 71, here it goes. Good in the circle, but not deep enough, just missing it by less than a foot. Would you do money ball now if you're one of these two competitors?
Absolutely, why not? You're gonna drop down to 15 pounds. I think it would give you 3 more feet than you would normally throw. And it's early season. You know, Roger, I just love the intensity though. Roger's just all about the intensity, and I tell young athletes that I coach, you gotta have intensity in the shot put, you gotta have intensity in the long jump. There's events that you don't want intensity, but this one, it's all about intensity.
How much of a burn is there when you have to throw, like in this competition? How much endurance do you have to have?
These athletes are used to 4 or 5 people minimum in between their rotations. You know, sometimes they get 13, 14 throwers in between rotations. But this can weigh on you physically. I think from a technical standpoint, you like to get out there and take another throw quicker than you are usually used to. But this can wear you out a little bit. And I like the fact that the officials are giving these guys a little bit of time to catch their breath.
So how about this for strategy? Rajinda Campbell passing at 71 now, okay? Roger Steen trying to make that decision. Do I throw, don't I throw? And I think he's going to throw.
He's throwing at it.
So he's going to throw here at 71. Interesting strategy. You have that ability to pass on the height. So all part of the competition here is Roger Steen. Going to go with his next attempt here at 71.
Well, Rajendra knows that even if they throw the same distance, he can't win the competition. So he's gonna save his energy and come in at 72 if he needs to.
Here's the throw. It's high enough. Is it deep enough? I don't think so. And here comes the challenge flag. Get it. How would you grade this challenge flag throw? Roger Steen.
Well, technically, I think it was a beautiful technical throw, but that challenge flag's just not weighted down with much, so it's not going very far, but still waiting for somebody to get the challenge flag in the field of play.
Roger waiting for his opportunity. Grabs the ball, re-chalk. Here we go. Second attempt at 71. The defending champ trying to bring home another title. Rajinda Campbell again skipped at 71, but it's about how many makes do you have as Roger Steen ready to go. The release. Is it deep enough? Yes! What a monster throw.
Well, and what a beautiful event Ryan Krauser has created. Instant recognition by this crowd. They don't care the distance. All they know is that it went over the line. Look at the intensity by Roger. His feet were all over the ring. I didn't think he lined it up as best he could, but just sheer strength, sheer power, and sheer will does he get it over that line.
What a dot. We'll have the conclusion when we return. Stay tuned. What a battle here at the World Shot Put Series at the Drake Relays.
At MediaCom, we believe that whether you live here, or right here, or way out in the middle of anywhere, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That's why we were one of the first to bring gig speeds to every customer we serve. Why we're blazing new paths to bring fast internet even further. And why we're leading the way in developing one of the nation's first 10G platforms. It doesn't matter where you are. With MediaCom, you're always moving forward.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
Giving you a bird's eye view here of the facilities at Drake University in Des Moines. Inside of this building right here that you're seeing, that's the field house. That's right where we're at as you're watching the World Shot Put Series with Dan O'Brien, Stom Scarvelis. I'm BJ Shavit. As we move on, we were at 71 feet, and Rajinder Campbell skipped at 71. Now the marker moves, the line, if you will, moves to 72. And how about this strategy? Rajinder going to grab the money ball, a pound lighter, and ready to give it a whirl here. Going from 16 pounds to 15 pounds, the money ball.
Well, by skipping that 71-foot distance, that's something you see more in the high jump or the pole vault. You force your competitor to make a decision, and Rajinder knew that he needs to throw farther than Roger Steen today because he's had a number of misses early in this competition. But I like this 15-pounder. Let's see if it gives him an advantage.
The money ball at 72 feet. This is Rajinder Campbell. Let it fly, big fella. Yes! How about that? Rajinder Campbell moving on with the money ball.
Well, Rajendra just sneaky smooth across the ring, and he sails that 71-foot line, 72-foot line, excuse me, with ease. But that is how you handle the money ball, and you want to wait until that money ball is going to win you this competition, and Campbell did a great job.
How about the tape job here? And you know, there was you know, it wasn't straight, and they ran out of tape. They've been moving it so long. How about Ryan Krauser right on the spot, able to load the gun and get that tape rolling again? He does it all, doesn't he?
Well, he put this program together, and here at the Drake Relays was not the only place that we saw the World Shot Put Series. He took it to Mr. Olympia and the Arnold Classic, a number of different places where people outside the world of track and field would get an opportunity to see it.
Roger Steen, that's a regular shot put in his right hand. His first attempt at 72. The swing, the push, and just short. Okay, what might Roger do? He's eyeing the money ball, and he's gonna grab it. Oh yeah. And with the money ball, if he misses here, can he still challenge?
Let's get it rolling. Ryan Krauser's out there somewhere. I don't believe so. I think when you pick up the money ball, you may forfeit the challenge.
And he's used it. Here's the challenge flag already. So here we go. Love to see when they psych themselves up.
Well, it's just, you got to live in your own little world, and whatever's going on around you, you got to find a way to get the intensity up.
Roger Steen, second attempt with the money ball at 72 feet. Trying to match Rajinder Campbell, and here we go. It's deep, and it is playable. That one might have been good from 74.
Oh, look at Roger. He handles this lighter ball just with ease, and it's amazing how 1 pound less can really just affect your psyche. And Roger headed down the left side there with his posture, but man, he got behind that and just blasted that line.
So Rajinder, right now, as we stand, has 3 misses. Roger has 4. So as you're weighing that, as we come down the stretch, we'll see as they both talk to Ryan Krauser. As we're re-measuring,
and then you choose who,
as we move a little bit further out. Last year, the distance was 73. This year, this is where the distance is. And Stam, you get an opportunity. You're in town. Going to be competing here at the relays. What do you got coming up?
What I have coming up? Well, I'll be competing here in the Drake relays and the hammer throw tomorrow. Really elite sections in both the men and the women's field. And that's a really great tradition that Drake relays does a great job of doing. We represent the throws so well here Wednesday night, Thursday night, and we're going to see another great field and see all of these guys again on Saturday as well. So throws is not done after tonight. We got plenty more days of it.
Well, Stan, thank you so much as the relays continue on. All part of these special events. Of course, we had pole vault at the mall on Monday. Tonight, you're watching the World Shot Put Series, and this is fun here inside of the field house. Hope you're enjoying it at home with Dan O'Brien. We just talked to Stam Scarvelis. I'm BJ Shaban as this King of the Ring style of the shot put continues to move on. And Dan, you did some extra legwork here, talking with Ryan Krauser. Has to be happy with the event, where it's going on, but we come down to the stretch now. 2 competitors left, Roger Steen and Rajinder Campbell.
Well, Ryan informed me that they both have used the money ball, they both have used the challenge flag, and so now the distance is going to go to 73 feet. And if they both fail at 73 feet, then there would be a throw-off with the money ball.
Ah, okay.
And last year at this competition, it produced 2 of the farthest throws at this time of the year. And again, this year's World Shot Put Series is producing fantastic throws.
Campbell's first attempt. It's going deep, but not far enough. A little short. So a miss at 73. Boy, and that's out there. I mean.
Well, let's think about this as well. The world record in the shot put by Ryan Krauser, 77 feet, 3.5 inches. So, another 4 feet past where they're at already. It's just so impressive by that man right there. Nobody as big has thrown the shot put. Ryan is just an absolute monster, but a true champion as well. He's a guy who knows how to come up with great intensity.
Roger Steen's first attempt here at 73. Oh my. Oh my. That's good. What a championship throw by Roger Steen.
That might have just closed the door and won this thing for the 2nd year in a row. It's on the backside of that white line as the hands go up. But Roger Steen, the 2026 season just keeps rolling, getting better for him, and he came in the perennial favorite and did not disappoint as the defending champion.
All right, Rajinder Campbell. The opportunity has been narrowed And he's staring down and trying to make it here at 73 to push it to 74. As the chalk, you see the belt in the background. Who's going to be wearing it? Virginia Campbell, if he's going to do it, he's got to clear 73. Asking for the crowd's help. And here we go. Virginia Campbell with the throw. And it will be short. And he'll bow out of the competition. So that means Roger Steen is going to be your back-to-back defending champ here at the Drake Relays with the World Shot Put Series. Wow, what a competition.
Well, and these athletes are so familiar with each other. They're good friends. A lot of them train together, travel together. But Rajendra just thankful of this crowd. And look at that crowd. Not a lot of open seats up there here in this field house. And they just keep packing them in every year. And just such a fun event. And just a little bit different take on the Olympic shot put.
Congratulations here to Roger Steen, and now it's time for Adam Phillips, our chief referee, to do the presentation of the title belt. And we'll have Stan Scarvella standing by to catch the champ here after the presentation.
A lot of suspense there, too. Great job. 73 feet. Saved a little bit in the tank for Saturday, I hope, huh? Absolutely. Roger Steen, ladies and gentlemen, he keeps the belt. He's your champion in the WSPS 2 years running.
I want you to be mine again, baby.
Back-to-back World Series or World Shot Put Series winner, and Ryan Steen as Roger Steen, excuse me, will track him down as, he wants to say hi to the fans and thank them for coming out here.
Well, and one thing Roger's always been really open about is he credits his humble beginnings and his support system, his complete support system that really helps him, has gotten him this far.
Championships, what do you have to say?
Well, it took a little bit longer. Might have been less throws. I haven't done the count yet, so I don't know what it is compared to last year or trip, but pretty exciting. I mean, some of the other families coming down this Saturday, so excited to see the Phillips, Kinley Lane, and all of them coming down, and then I have my mom and dad in the stand, so it's a little bit different than last year, as soon as I step in the ring, you hear Mom pretty good, so it's
I heard her tell you to focus, so that seemed to get you through a couple rounds.
A little bit, for sure.
Well, Roger, great job again. You always respond to a great crowd. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you. Can't wait. And then go Drake Relays.
Thank you very much. That's our winner, and what a job well done by every one of the throwers here tonight.
Well, really fun, and it's nice to get them in the center of this circus that we call track and field and showcase on one particular event group, and that's what we've done all week here at the start of the Drake Relays, Pole Vault, Grand Blue Mile, and now the World Shot Put Series. Great job by Roger Steen. Congratulations on him defending his title.
Well, thank you for watching. For Stan Scarvella, Stan O'Brien, I'm BJ Shaven saying so long as you've been watching the World Shot Put Series here at the Drake Relays here on MC22. I want to remind you more competition coming your way. Girls High School Soccer on Monday night as ADM takes on Des Moines Roosevelt, and you can catch it here on your sports leader, MC22.